Did it look and feel like a team that can win a postseason big ball game?
It does to me because I saw them have every opportunity to get discouraged, to basically let up against a real gallant effort by Philadelphia. But our guys just, they didn't get discouraged.
And to further break this down, we're joined by Fox NFL analyst Greg Jennings. Greg, how far can Dallas go, my man?
Really far, Skip. I'm with you. I hope.
Good.
I'm going to put you out there, but
we're going to keep you on this show for a long time.
They can go really far. They can go really far simply because they're playing at an extremely high level defensively, and offensively they're trending up. When I look at this Dallas Cowboys team, they have all the confidence in the world, and they should, because defensively they believe they can stop anyone, any passing game, anywhere, anytime. Now, understand that they will have to take their show on the road, and their ability to play well will have to be outside of Cowboys Stadium. And can they do that? I think with what they've been able to do and what they did to the New Orleans Saints a couple weeks ago, Thursday night, gave them the extreme confidence moving forward for the remainder of the season and going into the playoffs. When you're a team that kind of stumbled all across or through the course of the season, and then you start getting it going at the end of the season, you become one of the scariest teams entering the playoffs. And when I see them offensively, what they can do, teams may not fear them or fear Dak Prescott beating them with the passing game, but what they do fear is a guy on the outside that if he gets the ball in his hands, he can make a big play and he can be a game breaker and a game changer, and that is Amari Cooper. And so when you have that, you have the keys to success right there in your hands. It's a matter of making sure you get it done, and I think they have what it takes to get it done.
Does not.
I believe they can reach the divisional round of the playoffs. I believe it would be very, very difficult for them to go to New Orleans and beat them in the championship game, or go to the Rams and beat them in the championship game. So that means Seattle or maybe a Chicago, because they can still catch Chicago, Skip. Cowboys, theoretically, I believe can get up to the number 3 seed.
They could.
So they'll have a home playoff game, then they'll have to take their show on the road. Do I believe they could be? I think beating New Orleans would be the more difficult of the two tasks, because I believe the Cowboys playing in L.A. would be a home game for the Cowboys. But I think the Rams are a different team in the warm weather as opposed to what we saw in Soldier Field in 16-degree weather on a Sunday night. The things that concern me, and this is what we know, a team that has an inconsistent quarterback will never get to the Super Bowl. You can't do it, Skip, because we saw what? Blake Bortles, inconsistent, couldn't get there. We saw Case Keenum last year. Just go back and look at it. No matter how good, it's hard for you to overcome the inconsistent, because you know what happens if Dak Prescott turns that ball over 3 times against New Orleans? That's 45. Hung on you. You know that, I know that. You turn that ball over 3 times against the Rams in a championship game, that's 45, and it's over.
By the way, Blake Bortles was up 20-10 at New England in the AFC title game last year. 20-10. But guess what?
And
he did not turn the ball over in the fourth quarter.
And
just for the record,
I don't think it was solely on Blake Bortles, though.
But guess what you need?
Play calling.
Inconsistency. Maybe. Your quarterback's going to have to make a throw. So even if he doesn't turn it over, is he going to be able to make them throw? What about that one for 58 seconds? You said now he got to close that deal, 58 seconds. What about that one to Michael Gallup? Huh? You hung? You heard what I said.
Well, you heard what I said. 17 of 20 in the fourth quarter and overtime Sunday for 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Is that good?
That's very good.
Great.
That's great.
You turn the ball over 3 times, you won't even get to the fourth quarter.
Okay.
It'll be over.
So, could this team reach the Super Bowl? You better believe it could, because it has nuclear capability. One of these Sundays, my team is actually going to put it all together at once, because that hasn't happened, except for maybe the one aberration game was Jacksonville. And Jacksonville was still pretty good. Maybe they were getting exposed, but they were still the #1 defense when they rode into Texas Stadium, or Jerry World, as a 3.5 point favorite that day, and they got their doors blown off in the first half. It was 40-7 finally, but it was 24-0 at halftime, and that was without Amari Cooper. And you started to see the offense just went long drive, 3 touchdowns, and finally a field goal just before halftime. And you saw nuclear capability without Amari Cooper.
You also saw Jacksonville's defense capable of quitting.
Okay, maybe they did. But my point is, one of these Sundays, it's all going to click together, because it didn't click against Philadelphia because my quarterback turned it over 3 times and missed a couple of big throws.
What if that's who he is? You keep saying maybe they're going to put it all together. Well, what if that's who he is?
Was he turning the ball over? Did he turn over at Philly? Did he turn over at Atlanta? Did he turn over against
What
Washington?
about
He's not a high turnover quarterback.
What about the accuracy?
I think he trusts that number 19, doesn't he? He throws accurate balls to 19 every time.
I think when you get into the playoffs, nope, I'm going to let you finish, Skip.
Okay.
Go for it.
So here's the point. Is this team capable of winning at the Rams? Well, again, we saw the Rams in the cold at Chicago, but they got exposed.
Yeah.
Jared Goff didn't exactly look like an MVP candidate to me, right? And Todd Gurley got shut down by a good defense. Have the Rams run into this kind of defense that Dallas has? Could Dallas travel and take that defense to the grass of the Coliseum and win a game? Sure they could. They're that good, because the offense can drive the football and keep the other offense off the field. Dallas now leads the NFL in time of possession. Why is that?
They had the ball 45 minutes.
The quarterback just keeps making a little play and a little play and a little play. Third down conversion. He makes all those little plays. Maybe he misses some big ones, but he makes so many little ones that all of a sudden you say, we just don't have the ball. And this defense, I'm going to say this again. Drew Brees and his offense went 3 for 11 on third down. Carson Wentz, the best quarterback in the NFC, quote unquote, says the man across the
NFC East.
NFC East. 1 of 9 on third down. 1 of 9? So you don't think this defense is shutting these really good quarterbacks down and out? So again, if it all starts to come together, and I think this spread at Indy is just flat out wrong. Again, Vegas isn't buying Dallas. I'm buying Dallas, to the point they should not be 3-point underdogs at Andrew Luck. I don't care how hot he is. He's going to have a hard time against this defense. He will not throw his usual party on this defense. Yeah?
300.
I'll take it for a case straight up. I don't even need the points. Right now, 1 case. No?
The one thing that I would be concerned about if I am the Dallas Cowboys if I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan going into the playoffs, the teams that you play, they will take away what you do best. That is Amari Cooper. And so that means now all of a sudden, Dak Prescott, what we've seen him do when it comes to throwing to anyone other than Amari Cooper, that has to elevate. Michael Gallup, tight end play. One thing that I will say, though, that I love seeing is Ezekiel Elliott had 13 targets out of the backfield receiving this past Sunday.
Caught 12.
Caught 12 of them. If they can do that, and he is a dual threat where he's running the ball and then he's their second option when it comes to passing the ball, they'll be just fine.
And I'm going to throw this out there because you're going to laugh. Tavon Austin is almost back. He tore his groin. He is the icing on a baking cake, and he is really hot icing.
Greg, you don't like cake, do you? If Tavon Austin is the icing, I don't want that cake.
He can game break.
No, he can't.
He can run past people.
Skip, you said that.
You can run jet sweeps with him, slot reverses with him. You can do all sorts of little big things with Tavon Austin. So don't underestimate. Remember I said this.
But here's the thing that should also concern you. Dak Prescott takes a lot of sacks. He takes a lot of hit. The Rams can get after your quarterback. New Orleans can get after your quarterback.
Sure.
Chicago can get after your quarterback. Seattle, they dial up some pressure. So all the teams that you could possibly face, Skip Bayless, can get after your quarterback and your guy. And what we've seen, when people get to your guy, look who, ball comes out, ball out. That's what they're yelling, Skip, from the sideline, ball out. That's your guy.
That's my guy.
Okay.
My guy's tough, too.
Yeah.
My guy's a warrior, and he can take hits.
And he can escape a lot of them, too.
He can escape, and he can dish it out. He can make those people pay.
Okay.
He is hard. He is Roethlisberger-esque trying to get him on the ground. He's 6'2", 245 or 50 to me, and he can run through a lot of sacks, and he can take a licking and give it back to you. That's what I love about this young man.
Aaron Donald in the warm weather.
Yeah.
Ooh, Cam Jordan, those guys rankings, Then go get your quarterback, Skip. And you know what, Khalil Mack. Oh, Khalil Mack. And Hicks.
What do you think of my pass?
I was going
Like
to
my
say that
pass
too, though.
Yeah.
What they do Sunday?
That boy Carson Wentz was looking deer in headlights to me.
He was just missing. Well, we about to see what they do on Andrew. Oh, Andrew.
Where's Hurts? Where's 86? Oh, he's covered. What am I going to do?
It's
I
like you
don't
got
have my
5
security blanket.
How many
I got to
times
throw it in the ground.
How many times
I
did
got
you
to
get your
bounce it to him.
How many times did you get your quarterback?
He went 1 for 9 on 3rd down. Did Carson Wentz? And you're telling me he's the best quarterback in the NFC?
A lot of it was there was no pressure. He just missed throws.
Huh.
I don't believe he's mentally healthy.
Yep.
Physically, it's going to take. Skip, you know how it is. You normally take 2 full years to recover from a serious injury. He'll be just fine.
You know what? Seriously. If Nick Foles had been the quarterback Sunday, I would have been a lot more worried. I would have been a lot more concerned.
Skip,
I told you, Carson Wentz, I don't believe in him.
Skip.
I don't trust him.
We've been
We were
on the
good
same
until then.
until then.
Nick Foles, you got the Super Bowl MVP standing on the sidelines, and don't think that's eating at his psyche. The Super Bowl MVP,
Well,
the
guess
guy
what?
who played the 2 best playoff games of the year last year.
Well, he'll get a chance. He'll be free. He'll get a chance to go somewhere next year. Let's see how that work out for him.
Okay.
All right, Greg has to go. You got him excited talking about cake. When is the last time you ate a piece of cake?
Actually, my daughter's birthday was just recently. and I had a cupcake.
Indulge.
Cupcakes are the worst.
Well, it's a little.
What?
I'm not a dessert person.
I'm a slice of cake. Give me a slice.
Yeah.
Nice, big old slice.
Cakes
I
are
noticed.
amazing.
Oh, you got jokes.
Greg, thanks for joining us as always. How have LeBron and D-Wade remained friends through thick and thin? They've broken up a couple times, but they got back together. We'll discuss